This video will show you how to apply a simple zoom effect on any of your clips within Premiere Pro. So if it's something you're interested in, then let's get started. As you can see guys, we're right here with a new project right here in Premiere, and we have all of the other tabs open and blank as you can see. So the first thing we need to do first is to create what we call a sequence. Now a sequence is like a group where we can sort in our clips and audio files. To create a sequence, you simply need to click on this new item button and choose sequence on the list. Now Premiere Pro is going to try to set its own sequence, but all you just need to do is go over to settings right here. From the editing mode, you simply want to choose custom. From the time base, choose a 29.97 frames per second. Now as you can see, I'll be using a HD video size which is 1920 by 1080. But if you're using a 4K or maybe a 720 clip, feel free to add them right here. For me, I'll be using pixel aspect ratio, and then right here in the fields, I'll be using the lower field first. Now as you can see guys, we have all the stuff sorted out like this. Down here in the name, you can simply type in the name of your sequence. For me, I'm going to simply call this zoom sequence. Now if you're using a small screen just like me, you'd notice that the OK button isn't at the bottom of your screen. Now there's a way you can get the OK button. You can as well shift this a little bit up and then hit the OK button right there. And once you click on the OK button, you can see that Premiere Pro create a sequence, a blank sequence as you can see. So the next thing we simply want to do at this point is to import the videos I'll be using for this zoom effect. Now to import the video, you can simply double click right here on the project panel, and it should load up some videos. For me, I'm simply going to choose a video right here from my external SSD. I'm going to choose that video right there and click on open. And Premiere Pro would import that video for me. As you can see, it's a video, a simple clip of a lady running like this. It's a very simple clip. So that's what we're using for this zoom effect. So the next thing we simply want to do is to import our clip. So we can simply drag it from this point in our source panel and drop it right here on the project panel. And when you drop it, you're going to see this error if the clip and the sequence don't really match. As you can see, it says this clip does not match the sequence settings. Change the sequence settings to match the clip settings. As you can see, we don't want to simply mess with our sequence, so we keep existing settings. And you can tell that the video isn't that quite large as our sequence. So let's simply focus right here on this clip. We can simply drag the sliders right here to make it longer, as you can see. Now the next thing is that we need to head over to our effects controls. By the way, if you can't find effect controls, head over to Windows and choose effect controls on the list. Once we're there, we simply want to click on our clip. And once you click on the clip, go ahead and click on the motion property right there. Now it's going to bring up some of this dot right here as you can see on the screen. So what you simply want to do is to drag it from the edge and make sure it sets its size, or make sure the size it's the same thing with your sequence. As you can see, we have the clip that is now big in the sequence. So the next thing we're simply going to add to this is a zoom effect. Probably at this point I wanted to zoom into this face right here and pretty much zoom out towards the end of the clip. So what I can do right here is at this point right here where I wanted to zoom into the face, I can simply move my playhead up to that point and click on the clip. What I'm simply going to do right now is that I'm going to simply set the animation keyframe for this point. So I'm going to click on that and click on this. Now I'm going to simply allow that to play for some minutes. And at this point, I simply want to start my zooming. So what I'll simply do is that I'm going to scale a little bit into the clip, and with the position sliders I can simply center this face or the face of this lady in the middle of the screen. I'm going to simply let that play for some time, and toward the end I simply want to set the same keyframe animation for both of them. Let that play for some time, and toward this part I'm simply going to set everything back to the default which it should be. I'm going to click right here and I'm going to scale this down all the way back to what it should be, as you can see there on the screen. Now what I can simply do right here is that I can go highlight all the keyframes we've created, right click on them, choose temporal interpolation and choose auto bezier. And once you do this, it's gonna make sure that all the keyframes and the animation you did set, it's smooth enough. Now let's play that and see how it works. Simply zoom in on the screen right here. We can change the resolution to full and play our transition right there. As you can see, we do have this woman running. At the point it zooms into her face. After some time it zooms out and the clip ends at that point. So guys, that is how you can actually create a zoom effect in Premiere Pro. If this video was helpful, give me a like down below and drop in the comments some other topics you want me to talk about. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one. By the way, before I leave, there are two videos on the screen right now. One will show you how to create a spiral effect in After Effects. Be sure to click on it and go watch that video.